One Piece, Oda has already decided to kill 2 characters in Elbaf. One Piece is currently in the Elbaf arc, and fans know very well that this arc is going to be more intense than any other in the story. Elbaf is 10th first big arc of the final saga, whereas Egghead was only there to pave the way to all the chaos that is currently ensuing. The moment the Straw Hats arrived on Elbaf, fans knew that it would be impossible for them to leave without fighting a battle that pushed them to the very limits. With the arrival of the Holy Knights, fans believed that Elbaf would give some exciting matchups to prepare them for the Great War to come, but Oda had other ideas. As seen in One Piece chapter 1149, Oda blew all expectations out of the water by introducing Imu as the main villain of the arc. Undoubtedly, this is the biggest shock that Oda could have delivered to the fans. And now, any character can die at any moment in the story. Above all, however, there are 2 characters who could very well fall in Elbaf. How Oda foreshadowed Dory and Broggy's death. Dory and Broggy are rivals and friends. Dory and Broggy want to die. The 2 characters that Oda could very well kill off in One Piece's Elbaf arc are Dory and Broggy. This might seem like a bit too far-fetched to the fans, but there is a very real possibility for these characters to fall for more than just one reason. First and foremost, fans need to keep in mind that Dory and Broggy already decided to be in a battle to the death when they started their duel around 102 years ago. Although they are evenly matched, Dory and Broggy's duel has to result in one victor and one loser. The only other way is for both of them to die, and that is what seems to be the case here. Both Dory and Broggy take pride in death, and they have said this on multiple occasions. Only death can settle a duel between us two. Dory and Broggy. More recently, in One Piece chapter 1126, Dory and Broggy openly stated that the only way to finish a rivalry is through death. Oda has consistently been building up a death narrative around these two, and that's what will most likely happen at the end of the series. Dory and Broggy have joined Imu's demon army. Imu used Domi Reversi on Dory and Broggy. As seen in One Piece chapter 1150, Imu is already going all out in Elbaf, and fans have seen a glimpse of their power. Imu used a spellbook, and this allowed them to do the unthinkable and turn most of Elbaf into their own minions. Even the strong giants such as Dory and Broggy didn't stand a chance against Imu. With Domi Reversi, Imu was able to make them immortal and on top of everything, give them a huge strength buff. Imu could even grant unique abilities to them, and all of this was in exchange for a portion of their lifespan. Mu shall grant thee an immortal body and prodigious strength. Imu. Why Dory and Broggy will die in Elbaf? With Dory and Broggy now in Imu's demon army, the only way they can be dealt with is for the strong members to come back from the underworld. It is likely going to be Zoro and Sanji who will defeat them. But defeating them might mean permanently killing them since they're immortal. Furthermore, if Dory and Broggy are rescued somehow, they will most likely want to give their lives to save the rest of Elbaf and push Imu away temporarily. It must be remembered that each Elbaf generation has their own two leaders. Loki and Hadruden are the leaders of this generation. As such, the old generation needs to step aside, and the best way to do that is by ensuring that they die a heroic death after they've beaten by Zoro and Sanji. Arigato gozaimasu. Thanks a lot. Luffy lovers.